And we're back, guys, talking movies again, and this one is a doozy, guys. We're going to be talking about the fifth installment in the Insidious franchise, Insidious, The Red Door. So if you have been an Insidious fan in the last couple of years of these movies coming out, you are used to the critics hating it. And when the reviews came out for this film, I saw that it was like at 30%. It was one of the lower rating in the franchise. But like I said, if you're a Insidious fan and you liked all the movies up to this point, even if the last two you were kind of like, meh upon, you're used to seeing low scores in this franchise. And I saw the audience score was like at 60 and 70 around the time. So I was like, okay, this is going to be a movie for the fans. And I went into this movie really excited for Patrick Wilson, his directorial debut. He's a good actor. I wanted to see what he can do behind the camera. And I have to say, the first two acts of this film are pretty good. It's really good storytelling. The pacing is slow, but I kind of like that we got that slower pace because we got to look at certain characters, and particularly Dalton. This is Dalton's movie, and I really like that they brought the actors, the little kid actors back, playing themselves. That was really cool, but it's really focusing on Dalton in this movie. And like I said, it's very slow, it's methodical in the first two acts, and it's intentional. I see what they were trying to do here. Slow build up, building up the anxiety for the finale, which we'll get to the finale later on, but let's talk about the good stuff first. We really get to know a little bit more about Dalton and the trauma that he is dealing with since that fateful day where he and his dad decided to forget the further in their abilities. I also really enjoyed one of the new characters that they introduced in this movie, Dalton's roommate, played by Sinclair Daniel. She plays like Chris, a girl named Chris. She's like a breath of fresh air in the franchise. We really needed a character like her, especially after Elise passed away. That character's gone. So we needed somebody to fill that gap. And while she's not at the level of Elise, I'm not saying that, but she just, she's a character that we really need to just put the glue together for the movie. I talked about the intentionally slow pace of the movie. It may not be for everybody, but I kind of enjoyed that aspect. We talked about some of the characters and the roommate and stuff, but that's where my enjoyment for this movie ends. Other than those things, I tried guys. I really tried to get into this movie, and I tried to take apart as much stuff, nitpick stuff as possible. It's like, okay, that may not like that, but I can see where they're coming from. But once we get to that third act of the film, this is supposed to be the finale. This is supposed to be the end of the franchise. And we're supposed to, get that climactic ending at the end. And I just left the theater feeling that I just wasted my time. And it's a shame because I really started to like this franchise. I recently watched this entire franchise up to this point this year. So I was getting my doses of Insidious, and I was like, you know what? I'm liking the world. I'm liking, Elise and all the characters and everything. It's getting fun. It's getting fun. So I was like, with the Red Door, they're marketing as the finale. We're going to get a confrontation between the red-faced demon. We don't get it. It's pretty much a tease throughout the film. You're seeing the red-faced demon. You're seeing Dalton's interactions. We have Patrick Wilson's character and him struggling with not remembering, which also we got to touch on that part, how the franchise kind of screwed itself when they made their characters forget the further and forget their abilities, because throughout the first half, a little bit of the second half of the film, they're just trying to play catch up, and it's like the greatest hits of all the movies so far. So we're backtracking a lot in this movie just so the characters in the movie can catch up to what the audience already knows if they have been watching this series so far. And that's just really frustrating because the whole time it's like, okay, yeah, I know what happened, and I know that the characters don't know because they shot themselves in the foot in forgetting the last couple of years. It just made for a very frustrating time in the movie theaters because the film is already filmed at a slow pace, and then you have the aspect of them not knowing and the characters playing catch up throughout the film. It just makes it so that you don't want to continue. You just want it to hurry up and end. But I would argue even probably you don't want that to happen, because once we get to that end, it's a jumbled mess. It feels very, very rushed in the third act. As things start happening that are not really explained. I mean, I understand how characters get to where they are, but the movie kind of just throws it at the screen. Some characters will just be in certain scenes and together once again, and you're kind of scratching your head wondering, okay, wait, how did they get there? The movie is called The Red Door, and this is a door that we have been seeing in the last 4 films up to now, and they have been, really pushing that this red door, there's something happened with this red door. And you're probably wondering, hey, do we get some answers about that? No, we don't. We don't get any answers about the red door other than that it's a red door. That's it. It's in the further. That's it. Demons behind it. That's it. All these things that you know already. If you watch the Insidious franchise, you know what's going on. So guys, there isn't much to say about this film. Insidious 5 came out. I walked out of the theaters. I got frustrated, and I'm moving on. Thank God that Barbie and Oppenheimer come out this month because I'm really depressed right now. Ultimately, I really want to know what you guys thought about this film. Did you watch this film? Are you interested in the Insidious franchise? Are you excited about this? Probably not after this review, but let me know in the comments down below if you watched it or if you're interested in this film. And as always, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. We are almost to 2,000 subscribers, and I'm gonna say it till we get there. And then I'll probably just say, hey, you guys, we're almost to 3,000 subscribers. But guys, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Thank you so much for all your support. And remember, guys, keep watching movies.